Hello, everybody, and welcome to Real and Virtual Outdoors. We're just going to do a live stream today. Little chat and visit. For those of you that will see this video later, I'm Troy. I do little live streaming on YouTube. I do video gaming, live fishing, recorded fishing, cooking, and today we're just going to do a live stream. It's kind of cold today, and do a little visiting about my channel and whatever else comes up. That's what it's about today. Give a little time for some folks to get the notification that we're live, and we'll get started. I'll talk about my channel a little bit while we're waiting a little further. I do a lot of jig tying and lure making. I am an avid crappie fisherman. I've been tying jigs for many, many years, and enjoy catching the fish on jigs that I tie. I do enjoy gaming and play a lot of hunting, fishing games, etc. Some sports games, do quite a bit of that. But mostly I play hunting. And, I do quite a bit of gaming. Have several fishing games that I like to play and enjoy. Been playing a lot of Bass Masters 2022 lately. For those of you that are into Bass Masters 2022, we got a download today from the newest Lake Hartwell. That's a DLC. I believe it was $10.99 for that DLC. And they're going to have a Bass Masters tournament on the 4th through the 6th. That's going to be a virtual bass fishing tournament on Bass Masters 2022 and Dovetail Games. I'd like to say hello to my friend, Miss Brokey, and thank you for the congratulations on the 108 now subscribers. I did go over the 100 mark, and I'm extremely happy about that. So we're trying to work hard to grow our channel and keep it interesting with some of the content we're putting up. Back to the Bass Masters 2022 for a minute. I understand that's going to be a competitive platform that people from pretty much well across the world are going to be able to compete in this thing. And I think this is the first time that something's going to be put on by this version of the game that's going to be this big of a scale. I'm looking forward to see how it plays out. Let's talk a little bit about some of the other fishing that I like to do. Like I said, I like to crappie fish. I like to fish for catfish. I'm by far no expert catfisherman, but I do enjoy fishing for them. I like to bass fish a little bit. Most of my bass fishing is sort of limited. I have a disability that prevents me from doing a lot of casting and reeling. So we kind of do a lot of vertical. Vertical bass fishing with spoons and plastic worms. Thank you, Miss Brogy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and we hadn't decided whether we're gonna join that, but I think I may, and we'll see if we have the connection speed and stuff to do it. I don't know what all the guidelines are, but I appreciate that. I'm by far probably behind a lot of the people that's going to be in this tournament, but you never know. One cast could turn everything on top of its head. When it's just like fishing. In real life, one big catch could dump the whole thing over. So we'll see. Anyway, back to my bass fishing talk. I like to vertical fish most of the time. I'm just unable to really do anything else for a long period of time. But I try to get in an area where I can do the vertical fishing. My best is 5.5 pounds. And I caught him on a 6-inch plastic worm with an 1/8 ounce jig head. Anybody that will see this as it drops as a video, my email is in my about page. If you have any questions for me or have any advice on something you'd like to see video game wise, or something we could talk to you about to help you. Hello, Chrissy. Nice to have you in. You can always email me and we'll try to answer all your questions and talk about gaming or fishing or whatever. I'm always available to answer your questions. That's right, Froggy. One cast could turn it on its head. And I think that the competitors for the virtual bass fishing tournament, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. There's a lot of people that's got a lot of time in this game. So I know of a few people that's got videos out that's sitting on 13, 14 pound fish. That could turn it on its head in a hurry. I'll talk about a little bit about the Hunter Call of the Wild for your video game folks. It's going to be a download coming out on it. We're going to get 3 new rifles. The 308 in an AR platform, the 22 in an AR platform, and a 223 in an AR platform. I believe that DLC is going to be $7.99. Thank you, ma'am. I built that myself. It works pretty good. The DLC is going to be $7.99, and we're going to have it in a few days. It's the first AR rifle in the game. There've been a lot of people asking for this, so I'm interested to see how that's going to turn out. Also, I want to do a little shout out to a few people that I enjoy to watch, and shout a few channels out. First, I want to say thank you to my good friend Mike's Fishing Home. He's always been so helpful to me and a good friend to me. Mike's Fishing Home has a late night show on top of the good fishing that he does, and it's fun. It's fun to go in there. If you haven't checked out Mike's Fishing Home, you need to do that. Also, I'd like to mention the Angerholics. They just recently went over the 500 subscriber mark, and they have a great channel, and they have a game show night, and it's a lot of fun. If you haven't checked out the Angerholics, you need to do that. Their game show night is extremely fun to watch. I want to also shout out Fields to Water. They have a Thursday night show called The Bait Shop, and it's a great channel to watch. A lot of fun, very entertaining. I'm going to drop the link for anybody that may want to come up. No pressure on anybody. We're going to drop it anyway and see if somebody wants to come up and visit a while. Whoever's listening in the background, I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in, listening to me right along for a little while. We decided to do a little different today than play the game. And I did a live stream on that this week. I just really want to get on here and do a little talking about a few people's channels and visiting with some other folks and see how everybody's doing today. It's sort of a cold day. There's not much going on. If you well, I enjoy James and Isabella's content over to Angerholics. Froggy, they have some good stuff, and it was good to see them out fishing today, and good to see James up moving around. Listen, that knee business is bad stuff. I tore mine up a couple of times, so I know that it takes a little bit of time to get recovered. I was in there today watching them while I was out fishing. I was working on YouTube stuff today, but I was watching them. We have 2 people in, and we're just gonna sit back, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about a few things, and wait for somebody to maybe come in or get a few more in and visit. So I've been trying to make thumbnails today, and I gotta tell you, I'm getting a little better at it. I put some new stuff out today, and I'm kind of proud of it. Hello, Outdoors with Big Matt. Glad you see you come in, Matt. I seen a little part of your live the other day. It's always fun to watch you and Rustic talk and visit. But I've been working on thumbnails, and I've been trying to improve my skills on that. When I first started a YouTube channel, I didn't really know anything about making thumbnails and editing videos. I've had to learn all this kind of from scratch, but kind of looking around at other people's thumbnails and the way they're making them and how they're doing them. Chrissy, if you could drop Fields to Waters link. Miss Froggy can't do it. Yes, he does. We need to get him back up there where he belongs. But I've been making thumbnails, and I've kind of been working at it pretty hard to try to improve the quality of the stuff that I'm putting up. I've been working on editing longer videos. I took some highlights from a live stream that I did on Tuesday. When I did my last live stream, I took some. Thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate it. When I did my last live stream, I downloaded that video and got some highlights edited and uploaded it today. That video is Bassmasters 2022 Chasing Stripers live stream highlights. Well, that's on my channel now. And that thumbnail that I did on that one is a new one that I did today. I'm kind of pleased with it. Chrissy, how's Ernie doing? How's he doing today? Thank you for dropping the Angerholics as well. I'm just going to drop the link periodically. If somebody wants to come up for a little while, you're more than welcome. He's good. He's taking a nap. Well, that's probably a good thing to be doing. Unfortunately, if I sleep in the daytime, I don't sleep at night. Been sort of sitting around, like I said, working on stuff today and for YouTube and watching a couple lives, and got a big night tonight of lives that I like to watch. Thursday night, one of my big nights. So it's cold here, Chrissy. Front come in about 4 o'clock this morning. It's 70 degrees yesterday and warm. Felt like spring. It's 40 outside right now. The Thunder Crew. Mike's fishing home. Thank you, Froggy. Yeah, it's cold here today. So I got done with my YouTube work and decided to just go live for a little while. See if anybody wants to talk. Does the audio sound good? Picture good? Yes, ma'am, you did do it. Was your phone not letting you do it, Froggy, or were you just having trouble with it? I hope the weather's starting to make a turn on into more like springtime weather here. I'm afraid it's a little early for that. I sure would like to get out and go fishing. I hadn't been fishing in 2 months. I probably don't even know how to catch a fish now. It takes 2 devices, don't ask. Yeah. I can't do anything on the phone at all. I have a hard time holding on the phone. Everything I do is on the computer. I can do that, but I was trying to manage a phone. And if it wasn't for the fact that I could tell the phone verbally who to call, I'd throw it out the window because I wouldn't need it. I know several people that's got, I think I have a guest.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Are you there, Froggy?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
How are you?
You're odd. I'm here. Hello, panel buddy, but I'm on your channel now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming up.
Well, I was outside because we're on amber alert here, 60 to 80 miles an hour, but it could go up to 100 miles an hour. So I was out tying stuff down on the veranda.
Are you talking about the wind?
Yeah, it's really bad here in the UK.
Good grief.
On the West Coast, it's the first time it's ever happened, but they've put it onto red alert. It's danger to life, sadly. But I'm over. That's on the West Coast. I'm right over on the southeast coast, so it's going to be a bit calmer, but not that much calmer. But yep, it's starting now. You can feel it out there.
I got to tell you, 100-mile-an-hour wind will tear up some stuff.
It will do. I know.
Ooh, that's not good.
No. And the United Kingdom, being a little island, is not really built for it.
Man, I don't believe I've ever heard it being that high there.
It hasn't. It's the first time they've put it onto red alert.
Huh.
But yeah,
Well,
today has been calm, but yesterday we had another storm that went through, but that hit the north of England all the way up to the islands and highlands of Scotland, and that caused terrible devastation, but they had snow with it as well.
Really?
Well,
I got to tell you, this weather here is weird. It's 70, 75 one day, and then it's 40 today, and then that temperature going up and down, and in the daytime we run the air conditioner, and at night you run the heat. And that's got my electric bill all out of whack. It's all over the place, and it's really messed up the fishing. The fish haven't been at all. I had a friend of mine, and I mentioned to him I was going to try to get out and do some fishing, and I was kind of disappointed because I had got the fish, and he said, "Well, you're not missing anything." He hadn't caught anything amount to nothing. It's this weather.
No, and the air pressure. It really is disturbing the fish. I think nature is about 3 months behind itself at the moment. It really doesn't know what it's doing. I mean, before Christmas, I'd say end of October, November, I was getting bulbs, spring bulbs, starting to appear. And we were still getting summer fish coming in the sea. And the winter fish haven't really come in yet at all.
Yeah, they not biting here at all. I don't know what to think about that. I hadn't missed anything, I don't guess. They're supposed to. They put a Facebook message out about where I fish at the dock I fish on. They put a message out. They're supposed to have a decision at the end of this month whether they're going to reopen here or not. But I've got another place to go. But I got a locker down there. I got to get my fishing stuff out of some of my fishing gears down there. Not all of it, but I'm hoping they open. But I'm not too hopeful right now.
Well, it depends on if there's going to be a late spawn or whatever. But the place, I'm assuming you've got the locker that's got accessibility for you. Has the new place got accessibility as well?
Oh yeah, and the
Good.
new place is the new place. I've been there before, and it's more accessible than what I've had over here. They kind of been up and down with the walkway over here, and this wheelchair just don't do too good on unlevel surfaces. And I don't want to fall either.
No, you don't want to fall from a wheelchair.
They
No.
got another. They've got a dock over here that we found that looks good. You know, the photographs and everything, but until you go over there and look at it, you don't know. So if that place turns out, there'll be a second place I can go.
Well, that would be good. That would be useful, but not until you actually get your wheelchair literally on the ground where you know.
Yeah, because once it starts going, it's too late then.
It is too late, and it's very, very, very scary. You don't want to put yourself in that position at all. No,
it just ain't worth it. I don't.
Do you not have places that maintain specific accessibility areas for you? That's run by the county or the state?
Well, you know, this place here is supposed to be doing that, but the law says they must. But I think that's part of the reason why the city has got them closed down, because it wasn't accessible. They're strict on that here.
Well, they should be.
Right.
A disability available place should be available. And if they are not maintaining it or it's up to standard, they could actually get heavily fined. I mean, the shutting down bit will take some money away from them, but that's just an easy way out for them not to do it.
It got to the point where, I was go down there and I didn't know if I could even get on or not from one day to the next. So hopefully if they get it open back up, they get that resolved, or we're going to do something else. Did you see the Parker's fish yesterday?
I did. I didn't. I think I was a little bit late to it because I was having to do something else online, which I need total no distractions whatsoever. But yes, I did see the fish, and bless them. I have put something up for them. There's two lovely old gentlemen sat at the side of the road with a pothole, and they're fishing in that, and they're catching fish. So I tagged Mr. Parker in it, saying, "Look, maybe this is your honey hole."
Yeah, I was late getting to watch them too. I had to go to the doctor yesterday, so I had to do that. And I was a little late getting back watching them, but at least I got to watch them for a little while before they decided to go home.
Yeah. We do have other things that we need to be doing, and we have to prioritize. There's 24 hours in a day, but part of that we need to be sleeping. Part of that we need to other stuff. We can't always be there all the time, no matter how much. And I mean, my main time, which I don't often give up, but sometimes I do, is my sleep.
Yeah.
If this mama frog doesn't get her sleep, it's
Well,
not good.
he's been kind of disappointed lately because he hadn't been doing very good catching them. But nobody's catching them.
Exactly, nobody is. Even us sea anglers are struggling.
Well, yeah. I mean, fishing from the bank this time of year is tough. Chunky goes out in his boat, he catches some, but when he's fishing for the bank, he's not doing very good either.
Well, that's the thing. Mr. John is really a boat fisherman. He's an awesome, really is an awesome boat angler, and he's now having to adapt to be on the bank. So he's actually relearning stuff, but he does actually
Right.
have the advantage of not having very good eyesight, because he will be feeling more the holes and the divots and the little channels and everything. The only problem is he can't see the trees and he casts into them, so that's a bit.
Well,
But
I haven't been in a boat, and I'd been in a boat many, many years. And I fish from the dock most of the time. So when you're dock fishing or you're bank fishing, you're sort of at the mercy of whether the fish come in or they don't. Uh, either they're there or they're not, and you're really at the mercy of the fish.
But you also, right? Okay, I know I only see fish. However, I will fish, and I have fished the same mark for 8 years on every weather condition, every tide condition. And I've got to know that mark. Occasionally I will go somewhere else, but if you learn a mark, you learn where the fish are.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep on moving around, no. Or you'll hear people say, oh, there was a big fish caught over there the other day. Doesn't mean that big fish is going to be there the day you go fishing.
Right.
You need to catch a fish, you need to think like a fish, and you need to know what's underneath that water.
These fish that, especially these crappies that I fish for, these panfish, they're finicky anyway. The wind changed directions. It turned them to a different mood. I've seen the time where somebody's fishing 5 feet from you and they're using the same lure you're using, or vice versa, and somebody's catching fish and the other guy's not. And that's just how finicky these fish can be. And when the weather's like it is, up and down, up and down. It's hard to find a place on the bank to catfish. A lot of these fish are tucking down in these deep channels and holes, and it's just hard to find a place to fish. Their fishing's going to pick up when the weather gets better, but Mr.
But
John
they
is
all
like
know
me.
this.
Yeah, Mr.
They
John
all
is
know
like me.
this, and
He's
they
just not
still
very patient.
moan. And I'm like, but this is fishing. We know. Maybe for the first 3 months of the new year, you're not going to get a lot, but you go out there and experience it, the challenge, learn the areas that you're going to fish, and then you'll be ready for when the fish start to, come on again. They'll be there.
I know he desperately, wants to put on a good show for everybody, but
he does. So that's the thing. They're hysterically funny.
That's right. We enjoy watching him whether they catch a fish or not. the fishing will come. I got to tell you, I've been so long since I caught a fish on the lure. When I get a hit, I'll probably freeze.
Yes. And you'll
It's been
lose
that
it.
long. But
Oh, but you knew it was on the end of the lure. That's the thing. You felt it was there.
right.
That's enough. That's enough.
Well, I'm thinking maybe after this month of March that maybe things gonna start picking up. It's gonna have to warm up, but uh, everybody's struggling. It just is not one or two people. And I don't see how some of these folks can go out in that cold weather and fish. There's nowhere in the world I could do that. I'd be froze to death.
No, you definitely couldn't, Troy. That
Yeah.
that would not be good for you at all because you don't have the circulation there to start off with. Even if you're muffled up and you've got all your thermals on and your hands and your feet, you don't have the circulation, and that's the
Right.
bit that keeps
That's
you
true.
going.
I don't.
Yeah.
When I get cold quick, it's over with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't even try to hunt anymore. I just can't take the cold.
No. And it's actually accepting that fact that makes it easier for you.
Oh yeah.
I can't do it. There's no point in doing it. I'm not going to make myself ill. There's going to be other times when I can. I mean, you're saying possibly March the fish will start to come in, but I've got a feeling that we're going to be in for a heavy Easter, that it's going to be cold, and that we might find that it may well be after April that the fish are going to become not slugs anymore and lay at the bottom of the riverbank doing nothing.
Hello, Mike. Fishing home. Welcome in. I shouted you out earlier, my friend, and we got your link dropped.
Hey, Mike's, we did. And Mike's, guess who posted the link? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Miss Froggy got your link posted.
Yay!
I'm famous. This is one of my famous sayings, Miss Froggy, is I don't worry about the few things I can't do. I worry about the things I can do, and I maximize those.
Brilliant.
There's a way to find. There's a way to find out how to do things. Sometimes it may be a little unorthodox, but I don't spend a whole lot of time worrying about what I can't do. I just want to do what I can do and be as good at it as I can.
There you go. Got it in one. Can you have a word with Mr. John, please? He's struggling. I know he's struggling. He's struggling just to come to terms with stuff. I mean, I'll get on a not FaceTime, but similar to FaceTime, and I give him a right talking to. But sometimes he needs it. And he'll take that from me because he knows I am really a kindly person. I just put on my UK matron's hat when he needs to listen to me. That's all. Bless. But yeah.
I had to deal with some of the same things that he's experiencing, but many years ago. But just do the best you can and try to live the fullest you can in the situation. That's the best advice that I can give somebody.
Yep. Find, what did you say? Yeah, there are negatives in life, but if you can see the positives in something, then you can work your way through it. And accept that sometimes you're not always going to get it right. You're allowed to. Nothing wrong with it. You just, off you go again. I mean, I think, yeah, Mike's knows, and I know Chrissy knows, but the twins are autistic, the froglets. and makes no difference whatsoever. They have found their own keys in life, and they're marching on now. Yeah, it was a struggle when they were younger, but once you got to know them and could see the potential, you just went with that.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a fight. It is a fight, not with them. You got in a fight with authorities, schools, society, acceptance. Because it's a hidden disability,
Right.
and people expect so much more. And then when there's something that isn't quite right and they don't understand it, that's when the wrong labels are given. It's when you become an educator, you even become an educator of teachers, and teach them in an assertive, polite manner that this is, the way forwards with my children. It might not work with all children, but with my children, this is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it is. I mean, this weekend, and today, actually, my girl had her screenshots for a film. That's the direction she wants to go in. She wants to be an actress.
Mm-hmm.
My boy on Sunday qualified for the British Dance Championships. He was in the 14s and under advanced solos. Never done it before. He came first. He took his young duo partner with the under 14s beginners, advanced in first position, and his crew qualified first. So you progress and you go in the areas that you know that you can succeed and you can express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so proud of them because they've taken it on board themselves. This is their wish. I'm just there helping them along. So yeah, it can be. I love that, Mike's.
I agree with that, Mike. I do. I think that's one of the issues we have today is people need to be a little more open-minded, a little more accepting of others.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, with all these lockdowns and everything like that, and my two excelled at that because they're in a world of their own. So being at home all day, doing their own learning, they were in heaven. They were excelling. Their teachers, well, some of them, not all of them, some of them were totally shocked. Like, oh, they really do know their stuff. And I'm like, exactly. But you're putting them in a position of pressure and whatever, and you're actually squashing them. So I thought we'd come out of all of this in a different light, and people would be more understanding and accepting of how it is hard for people to be not able to go out, or not to be able to see other people, not financially in some ways be restricted, but they've just almost gone back to their own selfish selves. I'm like, really?
Right. Well, I'm just glad that I found YouTube and decided to, start doing a channel with all that stuff going on and me not being able to get to fish. I probably would have been nuts by now if I'd sitting here watching TV all the time.
There you go. There you go. There is a
YouTube's
way.
YouTube's a lot different than just sitting around watching TV because you're interacting with people and there's the fellowship and the friendship aspect of it. It's a lot different than just sitting there watching the TV.
Well, I can honestly say, hand on heart, I didn't have a television for 4 years. Didn't even have one in the house. I have a big, I suppose it's big in some respect, 55-inch screen one, which is on the floor. And the only time it goes on is if I want to share YouTube fishing on it. That's it. Television, and I've said to my froglets, there's always two sides to a story. If it's not referenced, if you read or see something and if it's not referenced, go and find out for yourselves. Don't believe everything that you're being told. Go and find out for yourselves.
Yeah, right. And I agree. And we turn the news on for about 10 minutes in the morning, and she either gets the remote and changes it, or I do, because we just had enough of it by 10 minutes goes by. We
have brains. We don't want them brainwashed.
Yeah. I mean, and we watch a little TV. I watch a few shows that I like, but most of my times I'm on YouTube. And here lately, I've been making videos, but I spend a lot of time trying to learn how to make better videos and thumbnails, and it's just not all throw it up there and hope for the best. You have to kind of work at it if you're going to create.
Troy, come on. I've had a YouTube channel for how long? And I still haven't put one video up.
Well, yeah. But I enjoy making them. I enjoy making videos, and I'm still very green at it. I would like to be able to get to a point where I can give a little bit more constructive advice on when I'm doing a game play. Because a lot of people that get on YouTube, they're looking for that. Yep. They're looking to find out how to do something. So I'd like to get to a point where I can give a little more constructive advice. But hopefully this spring, I don't have much time to do video game playing videos, because I'm going to be catching some fish. That's my hope. But I do a few cooking videos. I've got one that I'm going to drop here in a few days. But I kind of like doing that. I'm going to start doing a few product reviews on a few products. And it's going to kind of be all over the place.
And why not? Well, yeah. we go back. Mike's, why don't you just come up here? It's going to be easier than me trying to read it. Because Mike says it's great having you around, Troy. Yes, second that. And
I appreciate that.
And he says, I typically check 3 or 4 sources for any topic before starting to connect with my own thoughts or conclusions on it. Yes, Mike's.
Wish we could get Mike's phone issue resolved. Where he could come up on
he's
panel.
Not, when he's not at work, because he went into work, but the roads are so not very nice. They've sent him home and shut his work. So no excuse, Mike. You can come up and chat to us.
My wife's got the same phone as Mike does, and so I was running a test the other day, and I asked her to help me with it, and sent her the link and asked her to open it on her phone, and she's got the same phone as Mike, and it did the same thing Mike's phone's doing. There's something wrong with that particular phone. They need an update or something for that. It did that spinning bullet thing. It wouldn't let her come up. I had to do it on my phone.
I just hand my stuff over to the froglets. Oh no. Yeah, he
Yeah.
can't. Yeah. See, got it.
He's
Oh,
trying to come up now.
yeah. Never thought of that.
Let's
And well,
try it, see what happens.
I've got a phone that I can screenshot on, and that's all I need. Yes, I can see you spinning bullets. Oh, Mike, go on your computer.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right,
Spinning,
Mike. You
spinning,
can
spinning.
read. It's a shame. I don't know what that's about. I've just got an email which is hilarious, and it's from America. And it says, I mailed out something for me today, and they should arrive by Christmas. It's renowned. Takes 2 to 3 weeks to get from America to the UK. And I've had stuff go from the UK to America, and it's come all the way back to me and hasn't even got to the address. But that took 4 months to do that. It was crazy. And I've had people not even get their stuff. It's just disappeared.
Yeah, he can't come up. He's
It's all right, Mike. Understand. Such a shame.
But it's something to do with that. Something to do with that phone because.
Oh, bless. Don't
my wife's got
cry.
the same issue.
Can't you go on the old phone? Or go on your computer? I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm technically challenged as it is.
Well, I didn't know how to do anything. I didn't know how to do any YouTube and stuff, and I had to kind of learn by watching YouTube. And
no, that doesn't even work with me, Troy. Just watching it, no, doesn't work. It just doesn't stick.
Mr. John, he made me a thumbnail the other day and sent it to me for my live stream that I did, and it sure was nice. I really enjoyed it. I put it on that video on that live stream because it drops as a video, and I want people to see that later.
Yeah.
And but yeah, he sure was a nice thumbnail.
He's very good at thumbnails. I'm waiting for when he does my intro for my channel when I get it going. When?
I appreciate that, Mike. I just wanted to kill a little time and do a little talking. You never know who's fishing or what's going on, but people come in, they listen a little while, and then they go. But that's okay. We just killing a little time. I know people when they first started doing this type of stuff that may have 1 or 2 in the room, and that's how you grow. Though you put out content and people get to know you. Of course, you know that already, but I appreciate you sharing me out on community tab. If you're still there, I'm working on your lures. I've got part of them tied, Mike, but I kind of twisted my back getting in the wheelchair, and when I did, it kind of hard for me to sit up there and too straight and work on lures, but my back's now getting better, so we're going to get back to getting your lures finished up. But I got half of them done.
Well, come on then, show us them then. You can't sit there saying you've got half of them done. Go and get the lures.
I don't know if I can even show it. Let me go get one and see if I can show it. I'll be right back.
Mike's, honestly, By the time I get going, people have gone, oh, for goodness sake. I will. I'll just take that big leap of faith. Just waiting for YouTube to sort itself out, what on earth it's up to at the moment, and a few people sort themselves out as well. Yes, we have Polar Bear. Hello, Polar Bear. How are you? Joy, I've just sent... I am naughty. I've just sent Troy off to go and get the lures to show us. I am so naughty. Making him work on his own live. I'm so bothy. I'll stop.
Okay. Let's see if I can put this on full screen for me. I might can see that.
Here he comes. Look at you with your posh setup of your microphone.
Do what now?
So you got a very posh microphone there.
I did. I bought a new microphone. Can you see that?
Yep. Can so.
That
That is pretty.
Yes, ma'am. It's kind of like a fly, and but it's got a weighted jig head on it, pink head with a black body, and that's a green chartreuse tail. And I have hundreds of colors of these things that I tie. I've been tying them for 30 years. Hello, Polar Bear. Nice to have you in. I've been tying them things for so long. I got into making lures because, when I first started fishing with jigs and things, we didn't have all the great stuff they got today. So if I wanted a better variety of colors, I had to make them. So I had to learn, and it was a struggle to learn to make them. But I stayed with it, and it took me about a month to get things adjusted and get it figured out how to do it. But I've been doing it 30 years now. So.
Wow, that is an art.
Yeah.
It's artistry, that is.
Well, it really is, and I mean, it takes time to do them right, and I like to take my time. I got a friend of mine. He can dye a jig in a minute and a half flat, and I'm talking about from start to finish.
No.
If I
is that what you're calling that? Because in the UK we call that a fly.
A fly?
Yeah.
Well, the difference in this and a fly is this has got the pink head is weighted, so it sinks. Most flies float, so they call it a jig.
We have a top water fly, and we do have the other fly, but this is where we cross over with the fishing terms from the UK to United States, and it can get very, very confusing because a lure to me is metal. That's the only way I can put it.
Right.
Whether it's a spoon or a rattle, but to me that is a fly.
Yeah. Yeah. And
but it's
I have soft plastics jigs, but about 90% of the time I use stuff that I make.
Wow. That's why I was almost, let's say my chin was nearly on the floor when you showed that fly. I'm like, wow. Because I know how hard they are to make, and That.
Yeah, it's time consuming. It is
Hmm.
time consuming, and I don't I don't necessarily make them to sell. I hadn't made them to sell in years, but because it's just too much. It's too much detail work. But I like to do them for a few people, and I've got Mike's colors tied up. I'm gonna tie a few more. I'm just waiting on my back to get well. Somehow I twisted my
Yeah.
back. I don't know how I did it, but it's getting better now.
Well, you're just your muscles on one side have gone more stiffer just to counterbalance the muscles that are hurting. So you've just got to almost be relaxing and untwisting your back, but that would take time.
Well, one problem I got is I'm too fat.
You said it. I'm saying
I know it, but it's the truth. It's the dad burn truth. I told my wife, I said, I got to get on the diet. I'm too
it.
fat.
Yeah, but
But I
you
like to
fit
eat.
snugly in your wheelchair. See? Your
Yeah,
cushions, shock absorbers, inbuilt.
yeah, I need them. But
You do.
it's I just like to eat too much. That's the problem.
Yeah, but I bet your wife's a very good cook as well, though.
Oh man, yeah, she
Oh
does cook
man.
good. I don't eat no pound of bacon a day like Mr. John was talking about yesterday. If I eat a if I eat a pound of bacon a day, Froggy, I'd be so big I couldn't get out of bed.
That's 16 rashers a pound.
He's Yeah, he eating a pound
Whoa.
of bacon a day. That's what he told everybody on the live stream. A pound a day.
Yeah, but then he did say he doesn't have dinner and lunch and dinner.
Well, yeah, I guess, but but a pound a day. Wow, ain't no way I could eat no pound a day.
No, definitely not. Oh well.
I appreciate that, Mike. Yeah, I'd like to do a few more jig tying videos. I've got some other jigs that I do out of some rubber legs. Uh, they're they don't have a hair tail. They have rubber legs, and those fish like those sometimes. At I make them out of a spinnerbait skirt, and I put a couple of legs together, and uh, sometimes they'll bite them rubber legs, and they won't bite anything else. I guess it's just a little bit different looking to them, but uh, and then I got some that I make with a less profile body, kind of a thread neck, and they'll hit those good too. Big jig head with a small neck and a feather tail. Uh, and sometimes they'll bite those better than they will just the standard jig. But these crappies here is crazy, uh, and I mean that they'll bite one thing in the morning, and I'm not talking about just color because color does change throughout the day. They may bite chartreuse in the morning, in the afternoon they may not touch it, they may want black and white, but it's the profile, and sometimes it's the way the jig is made or shaped. And these fish are real finicky. They're crazy. Uh, uh, they're you almost have to think along with them constantly. One minute you could be catching them fish, and I mean I'm talking about catching them and wearing them out, and the next minute you can't get them to hit. Now what's changed? Did they leave? Maybe. But what's changed most times is they've changed on what color they can see or what body type they want, and you have to figure that out. Uh, I tell people all the time when they start to learn to fish with lures for crappies, don't be like I was when I was 10, 14, 18 years old. Uh, don't go out and buy 50 colors of jigs. Because when you open that box up, you're at 50 colors of jigs are staring you in the face. You're going to struggle to figure out what to fish with. You're going to spend more time changing jigs and trying to decide what you want to fish with than you are fishing. Buy 12 colors and a couple different size jig heads and go with that to start out with. There's a bot.
Oh, I can't get it. Hang on. I'll go on my phone.
Aren't you a mod? No, you know what? Froggy, I tried to add you as a moderator. I don't think it would let me.
I am a moderator.
Well, you can hit
Hang
that
on.
button, right? Oh, you're on StreamYard.
I am a moderator. Oh, hang on. Okay, somebody got it. Who got
Somebody
it?
got that, Jeffrey. Whoever that was, I appreciate that.
Mike's got it. Well done, Mike's. Right,
Thank you, Mike.
I'm going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the person's name. It comes up as go to channel. I'm going to their channel. And I'm going to block them from me.
Yep.
I don't want them. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to report user. And it's going to come under spam and scams. I'm doing this right on their channel. If they have any videos, you just skip to the next one. And it will come up additional notes. And you put
The things have been
spamming.
bad.
Spamming.
They've been on everybody's lives.
Depends on who you have been.
Welcome in, Nate.
Depends on who you and what channels you have been commenting on. They are watching. Right.
Yeah, hang on just a minute.
Oh, I'm still here. I was Wabash. Lovely to have it. No, don't hide it, Mikes. You need to report it. So you go onto their channel, click on their name. You can do that as a mod. Go to the channel, block their channel from yourself because you don't want them on your channel. Report them on their channel. Then come back to the channel you're moderating on. Click on the silly person's name again and report. And you report them as unwanted commercial content or spam report. There you go. You've double done it. You've got rid of it from yourself, your own channel. You've also done it on Troy's channel as well. It helps.
You know, those things are annoying, but I've seen a few people here on some of these lives just come in and just say crazy stuff, hateful stuff. And I used to didn't see that, but I start to see it a little more often now.
That's a new thing that's going on. That is a recent thing. They're doing it for attention, reaction. You just literally report them, delete, report. If you are a moderator, it's so much easier. You can actually go onto their name. You go straight to their channel and you report their channel as well. And you also block them so that you're blocking them from your channel.
I did one live. The first live I done, I had one bot.
Yep.
And that was it. And I thought, okay, well, that's pretty good. And I hadn't give out no wrenches yet. And then I had, on the next live, I had 4.
Yep.
Okay. And the third live I did, I had 6. And I thought, yeah, this is getting out of hand.
It depends on which channels you are commenting on. The ones that do, how shall I put it? Party time. Where it's like, well, I'm hello and I've given you a banana. Can you give me a banana back? If you have commented on one of them, your name is on those streams and the bots are waiting. They're watching these streams because it's public. You don't need to be hook set to anybody. He's talking to the doggy. Let's not tell him I can lip read. No, I can't. Seriously, I can't.
Hang on a second. The dog is having a fit.
Having a hissy fit. It doesn't matter about that, Mike, whether it's subscriber or not. The subscriber mode is
Yeah, I know how to do it. Mike, I may end up doing that. But the issue is where I have my issues is on what I'm doing, the fishing hole, like the fishing pond, like I'm doing today. I've got a few moderators, and I can kind of I can hit them myself too. But when I'm on the PlayStation side, I can't do that. When I'm streaming a video game, there's no way for me to hit them without using another device. And if I use another device, then it cuts down on the quality of the stream. So I just give out some wrenches and let a few folks do the head hunting for me.
Yeah, I know. Subscriber mode is fine, but it can put some people off. Because, well, okay, yeah, subscriber mode only. You won't be able to comment, but
I'd have to find out when you put subscriber mode on, when you do the live stream through the PlayStation, even though it's going through your channel, whether that'll work or not, because you set up the live stream on the game. You have to be in the game and then set up the live stream.
Right.
It always takes me a few minutes to get going.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, there's another one. Because I need to be able to get things set up on the PlayStation. Then I'm going to change my thumbnail and my other things on my computer end.
I just keep on, because you can even report these people without even being a moderator.
Mm-hmm.
I can be watching a channel and I just put in the additional notes, spamming UK, USA fishing channels. Because the more, you see, as in life, I've learned this one. People don't bother to report because they think other people are doing it. The
Mike,
issue is that a lot, if you don't report it, some places have to have at least 25 reports before they do anything about it. So the more people report it, the better. And I that's actually talking about a fishing national association here in the UK. Yes.
Mike, do you have I'm on the StreamYard side. I can't see. You got a wrench, don't you? I thought I set you up.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Froggy, won't you tell everybody that might see this video later about some of the people that you like watching? Take a few minutes and tell some people about a few of your favorite UK fishermen to watch.
I won't do that.
Okay.
No. Ooh. Maybe another time, but no, I won't. UK ones, there's not a lot I would recommend.
Really?
And I don't want to be seen to not recommending. I don't like to be put on the spot with that one. I've moved a lot away from the UK because it still is going through some very silly nonsense, and they need to sort themselves out. Yeah, Mike's. I watch everybody. It doesn't mean I'm always in the chat. Yes, I do keep my eye on what's going on out there. But yeah, there's a lot of rivalry and a lot of matching. It's not. Well, yeah, it is mainly matchiness. It is mainly testosterone filled, and I just don't want to be part of it.
A lot of rivalry, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's got silly and things that were resolved in the past. People are bringing up again, and it's like, oh, enough now.
Really.
Right.
Well, that's one thing I love about this community here, that everybody tries to help each other and tries to be considerate of others, and that's just like
in the channels you've mostly been watching, you yeah, that it is going on, but not to the extent that the UK is. Well, it's nah. It split it terribly. So I just stay out of it.
That's like I was watching Chunky today, when he was walking back to his car and had the live stream going, and he stopped somebody, and he didn't even know, and passed on some fresh bait to him.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, and that just shows what kind of good guy Chunky is, to help somebody else out with some bait. Because
he's got a real heart of gold. Chunky has. He's
bait is expensive. I was hearing somebody yesterday say that they're paying. I think it was Has. I think Has said the eel is like $21 now for an eel.
Troy, eels are a protected species in this country, and they all go back. We're not allowed to take them.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We send them over to you. Actually, couldn't you do some eel netting, baiting, whatever you call it?
Do what now?
You can get the nets for eel catching. I don't know what you call them.
Mr. John has got eel traps that he uses.
That's the word, traps. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Have you not thought of doing that?
Mr. John got traps he uses. He's caught quite a few eels in those new traps. I think that's what everybody's going to start doing, is getting traps.
Yeah, Mr. John's scared of eels, though, because they bite. Oh, I really wish he was on here, because he'd have a lovely giggle. I'll have to get him on. And Mike, I totally agree with what you said there. It happens here too, but usually more in the background. Yes, Mike.
Yeah,
I am quite aware of that as well. And I stay out of that one as well. But yeah. Right, are you ready? I'm going outside again. Come on, Tally-ho, you can come with me.
I'm sure it does. But go on in the background.
Yep, you are not allowed to keep an eel in the UK. They are protected species. In fact, we have a lot of regulations here, especially on fish size. Some fish you're not allowed to take at certain times of the year. It's good because we're a little
Welcome,
island, but we
Dale.
have.
Nice to have you in, sir.
Oh, Dale, hey, Flip, how are you? Yes, Mike's. I'm off to the Miranda veranda. He knows I'm going to my bivvy. I've got a fishing bivvy that I don't use for fishing. It's on the veranda because when it's rainy and windy, I can sit out there.
Well, you know, one of the good things about fishing where I was fishing at down here on the dock, those shad, and I'm talking about nice big shad, come in and they hang around in one spot in there. And we would take like a number 12, it's real small, gold hook, and just drop that thing down in the water and just kind of pop it and let that hook flutter back. And no shad would bite that gold hook with no bait on it. And you could catch a bucket full of them shad pretty quick. Now, the shad is hard to keep alive. But if you catch them fresh like that and you get them packed up and you freeze them immediately without them getting hot, they make good bait.
Indeed.
That's the one good thing about this place down here, that bait was easy to come by.
Mike's, I just read that about fishing regulations are great if everyone follows them. We'd all
Right.
have better experiences. Totally agree. However, I rule my beach. And there are fishing anglers, especially the males, will quiver if they see me walking towards them. I have them well trained. They better stick to it or else.
I never thought about using moss on a hook.
What
Mike,
a great
this is what them
idea.
fish do eat.
Oh, I have a lot of sea angler friends. Actually, my best buddy, he saltwater fishes. He was not saltwater, freshwater. He was river fishing today, and he caught what we call a toothy cucumber. Have a guess what that is? Catch them in the river.
I don't know.
A toothy cucumber. A river fish.
Huh.
A pike. He was pike fishing. Yeah, he was pike fishing today.
I've never heard him called that, but
yeah.
Mike knew.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we don't have pike here.
Don't you?
No, we barely got crappie. No, we don't have pike here. That's more of a cold water fish.
So whereabouts in America do you live? Now you have to go west, east, north, or south because geography wasn't my best.
South. I live in South Texas. Borders with Mexico.
So you are very warm down there then.
Oh yeah.
Mike's, whereabouts do you live? Don't do east, west, north, south. South. It has to be up, down. Yeah, see, Mike's what's right. Pike fishing.
Mike lives in Illinois, which is more central. You know, my state is extremely large. I think it
but
takes.
It's not the big. It's not. It's the second biggest state in America. It's not the biggest state in America. Alaska's your biggest
Well,
state.
I should know that, but I don't.
Ah!
Uh, I should know that, but I don't. But I can tell you this: you can't drive across this state in 8 hours. I know that because I
You can
bet.
almost get from the bottom of England up to Scotland in 8 hours. Good grief. That's huge.
She's too popular, Mike. She can't keep up with all them names.
Yes, I remember now, Mike's. Yes, I do remember. You're central. That would do. Middle. Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's a lot of ground here in this state to cover. We live
Wait, cattle
in the
ranches and
northern part
things.
of the state. Huh?
Is it cattle ranches and things in Texas?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remembered a bit from my geography. I was listening a little bit in my lessons.
In fact, we have cattle on my family's place.
Do you?
Oh yeah, we
Meat
have.
For meat, or is it meat or dairy?
Well, it's not dairy cows, but it's meat source, and then of course we sell calves, and to other people who have farms. I appreciate it, Chrissy, and they, young ones go to the sale, but it's hard to raise cows. Feed is high. So you really have
Because
to
you're a
rely on
dry
hay.
state.
Yeah, you really have to rely on hay. And I got to tell you that one of the issues it's going to be running into is now the price of fertilizer to fertilize that hay. It has skyrocketed, and it's costing you more to raise hay.
But don't you think the farming will start to go back in time and use more natural stuff now and recycle what naturally is free?
Right. And that's probably what's going to happen. But in the short term, some of your smaller cow farmers and that has smaller herds, they're going to suffer. Because getting a hold of that natural fertilizer from their own stock or buying it from turkey farms or wherever, they're going to struggle with the price of fertilizer. My dad grew peanuts when we were kids. He retired and went into growing peanuts. Why in the world he wanted to retire and then start growing peanuts? But he did. And, there used to be good money in raising peanuts. But by the time Dad got started raising peanuts, you really had to borrow the money to plant peanuts. And, from the bank, every year you had to borrow. Well, you know how that is. If you don't make a crop, then you owe from the previous year. So the peanut farming kind of went downhill pretty quick.
But you've got good soil there for peanuts. It's good dry soil. Because I didn't realise peanuts grew under the ground. Oh, I do now.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, you've got 673. Whoopee! Now, don't you start bloody moaning that they've disappeared tomorrow, because you know it's going to happen. That's what YouTube likes to do, and then they'll give them back to you.
Yeah, I'm proud to hear that, Mike. That's good. I think I flirted with 100 for 10 days. I'd get up to 97, 99, and then I'd lose a few. And of course, I don't pay that much attention to it. I really don't, because it's not. I'm not in this to be monetized. But in any event, uh, you know, for me, it's just I like people to watch and and enjoy the feedback. But yeah, I finally now up to 108, so I got a little breathing room. But yeah, 673. It just
Oh,
seems
yeah.
like the other day you just now getting to 500. You kind of getting
Oh,
kind of popular there. Uh,
Mike is going to start bombing now once he's got over 500, and people will realise
yeah,
who and what Mike is about. He's just an absolute hoot. I mean, sadly, I'm on holiday this week, so I don't get up at 6:15 and in the morning anymore. Because usually Mike's is my wake up buddy, and
yeah.
I catch about half an hour before I get the froglets up with him, and it starts my day off lovely. But yeah, Mike's is good. He's one of the good ones.
I watch him. I'm usually watching him every night. I'm not always in the chat. I'm ready to lay
No, you don't
down.
need to be.
It's impossible for me to really chat on the phone,
Hmm.
but I'm there watching.
And that, some people go, oh, there's only so many thumbs up and there's so many watching, and people will just watch. Some people just watch to see what you're about before they make that decision to
Right.
do whatever ever they're going to do. It's their choice. Leave them to it. If they
Well,
if they want to hook that, they will.
I, it's just like I got off the live the other day when I did the last fishing game live. I had 5 or 6 people in. I try not to go on when other people are on, but some people do like I do a lot. They just pop up,
Yeah.
and you're already going or you're already ready to go. And so anyway, but I had 5 or 6 people in, which
Hmm.
I'm grateful for. People that was in and got to talk to, and some people that I've got to know in the community. But when I got done with the live stream, I I looked up there and it had 20 views already, and I just finished a minute ago. So I thought, well, that tells me that there's people watching in the background that
Yeah.
you don't even know about most times because they're not in the chat.
Yep.
Uh,
And they are getting to know you. People are getting more savvy about understanding how people are, and they will, like a moth to a light bulb, they'll go towards the genuine people. And
yeah.
Mike, you will get fishing again. Don't worry.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were talking about that earlier, weren't we, Troy? Saying that these few months are tough, and it's the same every year. But it won't be long until, the time will come when you get back out on the bank and sit there in your
Yeah.
freezing chef trousers.
And you getting in on that Thursday night uh, deal with on Jody
Yeah.
Thursday night fishing thing. That's going to start up
Hmm.
again here pretty quick. Uh, and I think you're gonna start gaining a lot of new faces when you get back on that Thursday night fishing, because they're gonna be a lot of people that's gonna want to subscribe to you and or start watching some of your uh, night shows, and you gonna get there fast. I believe that's gonna happen quick when that Thursday night fishing starts back up, and then you get to go when you can on your time. You're
Yeah.
gonna pick up quick.
Yes,
Right.
you were, Mike's, in every
And a lot.
single one.
I'm sorry, Miss Froggy. Go ahead.
I said Mike's was in every single one of Jodie's last year. He thoroughly enjoyed it. Bless him. He comes straight out of work, straight in his chef's gear, and he'd be sat there, freezing cold.
Yeah. Right, and that's she's right. You're gonna get back on that and get the taking off and look. You've come a long way in a short period of time, Mike, and that's because people they like your personality, and your show at night's fun, and people need a little fun in the world these days.
Definitely.
You know, I had to figure out what I wanted to do with the channel, but I had to do something I could do. Had to be realistic about what I could do. I know I can't drive a wheelchair to the edge of the water and fish all the time, but I can do stuff like this, and I can do my gaming. And I got to tell you, I'm pleasantly surprised at the people that really, supported me and then have joined the live streams of me gaming. And my wife the other day said, I didn't know how it would work out, but she said, I'm proud of the fact that you, of what you've done. She said, I didn't know if there'd be a lot of people into gaming like they are. And I said, well, there's a lot of people into gaming. And there's a lot of people that's in the gaming that don't want to talk about it, but they still enjoy it. But
There's a
it's
lot
all
of
about the
people.
environment.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people like myself, which didn't realise how good the fishing gaming was. I was slightly blown away by it. I mean, I could do with some more realistic anglers on there, but you know.
Well,
You-
I'm a console behind. Mine's a 4, and they already have the PS5. But with the microchip issue that they've been having, those welcome in, Mark. I'm glad to have you, sir. Catfish and crappies made it in. With the microchip situation that they have, those PlayStation 5s are at a premium. They come out, they were like going to be $499. Right now, you have a hard time finding one for less than $900. I'm not going to give $900 for a game. I'll wait till the market goes down. But anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is the graphics are going to be so much better on the PS5 than they are now. But yeah, I really enjoy playing the games, and I'm going to do next week. I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to do a hunting one next week. We're going to be in a tree stand bow hunting or hunting with a shotgun.
Oh, you have to do a fishing one. I've got people over in England, United Kingdom, that want to watch. Martin, who came in last time, he will get the word out for you in the UK.
You're talking about doing another fishing one?
Oh, yes, please. But can we
Yeah.
have a realistic angler this time? Not a macho
Well,
one.
I changed the clothes a little bit.
All right.
I got some different clothes, but I think maybe this week, instead of doing a bass one, we may fish for carp. I have the ability to fish for carp.
There's a lot of carp anglers here in the UK.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously over here, the carp anglers, it's all paid lakes. Yeah, But I must say hello, catfish and crappie. Sorry, got a bit carried away with chattering then.
Well, when it warms up a little bit, I'm going to go try this place out, and hopefully I get a good cell phone signal there at this place. I might even try to do a live fishing one day.
Well, I look forward to that one. I really do.
Well, I'll have to really do some research on how to do all that wonderful stuff, but I think I can do it, and we're gonna try to do something like that. Carp would be a good, carp would be a good one for the UK gamers. And this game is made by UK gaming company, so it's very detailed about the rigs and the ballies that you use. Ballies are a popular bait over in the UK. Yeah, we're gonna try to do 2 live streams next week. One fishing, and we're gonna try to do one hunting.
Okay, doke.
Now you wait till you see that hunting video game, Froggy. How realistic it is. You're gonna like that.
Only if I've got enough pillows to hide behind.
Well, Froggy, you have to realize that it's only a virtual deer. There's
I
no
know.
killing of the poor animals. Hi, Miss Joy. Nice to have you in. I appreciate it.
Hi, Miss Joy. How are you both? How's that lovely doggy of yours?
Miss Joy, I watched your bloopers video with Mr. Scott the other day. We got a kick out of that.
Oh, I've missed that one. I shall have to go and have a look at that one.
Yeah, that's worth a watch there for sure.
Who's crazy? Addy or somebody else, Miss Joy? Play that tug of war. Daft pair. So when you've got a smaller channel, you can be more. It's more personal. It's more close, and you really do get to know each other. I do like.
Yeah, and that's why I'm in this. That is my only reason for doing this YouTube. Is because I wanted to be part of the community. That's it. And what we're doing right here, talking and getting to know each other. That's what's important to me. Not having, a big group that you don't know anything about, or I mean, it's great that you have a lot of subscribers, but that's really not what it's about for me. I just like doing it. I enjoy it a whole lot. I know,
and grow with them, and more
right?
people get added, and you get to know them as well, and they get to know you.
Yeah, and know the people that's coming in your chat. It made me extremely happy the other day when Mr. John come in and chatted for a while. It made me feel good to see him. And then Mark's here today, and Miss Joy and Mike. When people take the time that they want to listen to you and watch your activities, it's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. I agree. Right, I am going to go for about 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a link here if somebody wants to come up.
Excellent idea.
We'll see what comes of that. we're going to stay on for another 15, 20 minutes, and then we're going to shut it down at 2 hours. Listening to me for 2 hours is long enough. Right. Well, you know, I had some good people to watch to learn how to do lives. You know, and how to learn from. Now, not everybody is should do lives, but I had a good. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I had a good set of teachers, you know, and from learning by example. And tonight I'm going to be able to, you know, Thursday night. I love watching Thursday night. I like Chad and Fields to Water and enjoy watching Panfish Nation. And Thursday night is my big night. I like to watch No Reels Lost. Then Miss Jody afterwards. So it starts about 6 o'clock for me and runs till I can't stay up no longer. And that's what it's about for me. It's just about having fun and enjoying people. And every once in a while, I win something good, like I won some jigs on Panfish Nation. I'm getting them jigs just at the right time that Mr. Lyle Stokes tied. It's going to be time to go springtime fishing. I tie my own jigs, but I like fishing with other people's stuff too. Everybody's got a different way of making lures and putting things together. It's funny how those crappies, one little difference in a jig on that day will make a difference. And it may be a thinner body or a bushier tail or a thinner tail or a big head. It'll make a difference on whether them fish hit. Does the weather get you canceled, Mike? And while you're answering that, are you going to go live tonight? Is it snowing there? Yeah, it must be snow. It must be storming there. It's cold here. That cold front blowed in. It's 70 degrees yesterday. It's not now. Miss Joy, I'm gonna watch your spaghetti that you cooked in the cast iron skillet. I heard Scott say it had a nice crisp on it. I don't see how you fixed that. We want to try that. Yeah, ice and snow and 40-mile-an-hour winds. We ain't got no ice and snow, but the wind is blowing hot and heavy today. I don't want no ice. I don't want no snow. The edges get crispy. Yeah, that's what Scott was saying. I think I'd like that. I bet it does. You know, talking about ice and snow. I got on ice and snow one time. I was just a kid, young teenager. And I hit a patch of ice with this electric wheelchair. And darn near broke my foot. That chair started sliding, and wasn't nothing I could do. And I hit that wall, and I guarantee you that foot changed colors about 4 or 5 times before it got well. So if I see ice now, unless it's in a cup, I go around it. Because getting a wheelchair on ice is not good.
Oh, and I'm back. That's right. I was just about to sneeze, and I'm like, no, don't.
It's 10 o'clock there, isn't it, Miss Proggy?
It is 10 past 10 now. Yes,
Uh-huh.
getting late.
We're going to stay on for 10 more minutes, and I'm going to get off here. I've got to get a few things done and get cleaned up. I've got to get in time to watch all the good shows that's going to be on tonight.
Well, you can watch them for me, because I'll be fast asleep. I'll be surfing the waves asleep. I'll be all nice and cozy.
I hope I get sleep tonight. I have a sleepless night every once in a while. It really wears on me.
That's not good.
I had one here not too long ago. Talk about sleepless nights. The doctor gave me some medicine, and I took that stuff. And it's supposed to help you sleep, and it had the opposite effect on me. I took that stuff 2 days in a row, and I was up 48 hours without any sleep. That's right, Mark, you do. And everybody's waiting to see it. Y'all try to be on time here. Yeah.
Well,
Thursday night is a big night. I like to watch you and Mr. Lyle, but I like to watch Chad too. But don't tell Chad I said that. Him and Freddie's a lot of fun.
And that's what, because of my time difference, I do miss out on a lot of good stuff. But
yeah,
I need my sleep. I can't. Only on special occasions will I really make myself go until 4 or 5 in the morning and get 3 hours sleep and then start again. Oh, Chad who?
You said Chad.
Oh, you're naughty.
Oh man.
Is your email in your about page?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
All right.
It is.
I shall contact you.
Yes, ma'am.
I need to send you some stickers.
I appreciate that. I'm fixing to do. I'm fixing to do a sticker board. I'm going to go order me some stuff to do a sticker board. I haven't been going to the store much. I'm trying to stay out of that public environment as much as I can.
Don't blame you. Keep safe.
Yeah, I've got some. I don't have any major health issues, but I just want to stay well. And I'm going to order me some stuff to do a sticker board. I got some stickers from Mike and Catfish and Crappie. And by the way, Mark, I got my hat and my stickers, and I appreciate it. And I've got a few other stickers from a couple other people. So yes, I need a Miss Froggy sticker.
You actually get 4, but they're only little ones.
Well,
they're all. You can see the one design up on my icon. That's by Mr. John, and there are 3 others that Mr. John designed for me. But I will send yours out from United Kingdom with a British stamp on them, but they take about 2 to 3 weeks to get to you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Hello, Craig's Catfishing Cave. Nice to have you in, sir. Yeah, I'd like that, Miss Froggy. I'm going to start me a little sticker board. I have taken over the kitchen table in the house. my wife was gracious enough to let me. My wife was gracious enough to let me have it to put my computer and my extra TV on, or
She's
I
a
can
good
watch
one.
my.
Oh, look who's come in. Scott
Hello,
Swift.
Scott.
How are you? And Craig's Catfish Cave. That's a very interesting name. Want to know what the cave bit means?
But I've taken over the kitchen table and but I got a nice big wall here. I can put some decorations on. So.
Right, I'm going to say goodnight to you because I think I'm going to be sneezing in a bit. That I did a lot of housework today and took some antihistamines and they've worn off. So I'm a bit allergic to household dust. So yeah, no way. I think I just need to
I
go off before
appreciate you
you
coming
hear.
up.
Yeah, it's been lovely to come up with you.
I
And
appreciate that.
just
I always enjoy talking to you, and
well,
I
you
enjoyed it
just
so
take
much
it
being on
easy.
with you when we. Yeah, oh yeah.
You just
I'm on.
take it easy and look after yourself. All right?
I will. Thank you for coming up.
Oh, you're welcome. And take care, everybody in chat. I'll pop down into the chat myself now. So toodaloo, everybody. Bye bye. Bye.
We're gonna stay on for just a few more minutes. I'm gonna drop the link one more time in case anybody wants to come up just for a few minutes. We're gonna try to keep it close to the 2 hour mark. We got about 5. I'll let it run another 5 or 10 minutes. I want to thank Miss Froggy for coming up. She's always entertaining to listen to, and I enjoy conversations with her very much. I want to say thank you again to the people that's in, and it may see this as a video later that I recently went over the 100 subscribers mark, and I'm tickled about that. I appreciate everybody's support and being so friendly to me, and I enjoy the YouTube community and the people in it, and rest assured that I may not always be in chat, but I am watching. And I enjoy watching you folks very much. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna do a little video game playing next week. If you hadn't watched me play video games, it's pretty much like this. I'm pretty much talking to you, interacting with you as I play a game. I'm pretty well paying more attention to the chat and the talking than I am the game playing, but it's a lot like this. So, a lot of people have commented that they kind of enjoy those days when I do the live stream games. It's nice to have somebody come up on panel today and join me. Kind of hard to keep conversation going for 2 hours. But somebody like Miss Froggy comes up, the time just flies by. And I enjoy her very much. We're lucky to have her. If anybody's got any questions in chat, want to ask me something, or I'm kind of an open book. Yes, ma'am. Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do, Miss Brogy. I'm gonna contact those people and tell them that we need is face scan like they have on some of the other games, where I can scan my little fat face and put it on there. Uh, but yeah, we do need more realistic anglers. Uh, but I think I'm more concerned with having more realistic fish and artificial intelligent fish than I am worried about the angler. Uh, but you never know. Uh, they may come out with a better angler. Oh my. Well, don't throw your back out doing that. Good grief, 5 times. Yeah. I appreciate everybody coming and spending a little time and uh, seeing if y'all. Uh, I'm grateful that y'all come, rather, and stayed a little while with me. Mike, are you gonna go up tonight, or you're not going on? Or I like the game set up. Yeah, and the uh, thank you, Mark. I appreciate you coming, Mike. I like the game set up too on that because when you rewatch that as a video, uh, the live, it is recorded on the PlayStation and then it is sent to YouTube. And what happens is because it's recorded on the PlayStation and I've got the chat on the PlayStation, you actually can read the chat as I'm talking. So if you're on a TV device, you can do that. You don't necessarily have to be on a computer or a phone. You can watch the chat directly from the PlayStation. I like that feature. I cut a video today out of that live stream that I did last time, which was on Tuesday. I did one striper fishing. And good night, Miss Progy. Thank you for coming. You okay? I think I'll enjoy it. Yeah. But anyway, I made a video short out of that, highlights, and pretty. It takes a little while to edit 2 hours of video. You just don't do it in 5 minutes. Now I'm not fast at it, but that one's entitled "Chasing Big Stripers." Highlight, live stream rewind. Now the thumbnail I did on that, I'm kind of proud of it. I think that's one of the better ones I've done. But I got 7 people in here. We're gonna stay just a few more minutes. I hate to run off when people are coming in, but we're gonna shut it down here in a few minutes. I got to get ready to watch Thursday night shows too. I want to thank you, people in the chat that put out the good content. I enjoy you. I enjoy watching you, and I enjoy all the wonderful personalities that's out there. And we're gonna do this again and again. So we're gonna go ahead here and shut it down. I'm gonna wait 2 more minutes and let everybody ask something if they want to ask it. Get the last comments in, say their goodbyes. I like to give you a little advance notice where everybody can say their goodbyes. I learned that from Mike. Mike does that. He tries to give everybody a chance to say their goodbyes. That's one of them good folks I'm used to watching and learn something from. I'm going to put it down 2 minutes. Mike, buddy, enjoy your night off. It's kind of rarity that you get to watch a slate of shows on Thursday night without having to worry about working. Sorry the weather's so bad there. But you can have that ice and that snow. All right, folks. We're going to wind it down. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of the fishing pond today. This is the third time that I've done this, and we will continue to do it as long as I get a few participants and everybody seems to enjoy it. Y'all have a nice day, and I will see you in chat somewhere. Good day, everybody.